In this question, we're told that Ted is trying to change 0.43 recurring to a fraction, and we're given the start of his method. Ted says that x is equal to 0.43 recurring, and therefore 10x is equal to 4.34 recurring. He then says that 10x take away x is equal to 4.34 recurring, take away 0.43 recurring. And we need to evaluate Ted's method so far. Well, now mathematically, Ted is correct. If x is equal to 0.43 recurring, it makes sense that 10x is equal to 4.34 recurring, and therefore 10x take away x would be 4.34 recurring, take away 0.43 recurring. But even though he's mathematically correct, his method might not be the best, because we're trying to change 0.43 recurring to a fraction, and so the point of this method would be to get rid of the recurring decimals. Let's take a look at what he did step by step so that we can pinpoint his mistake. If x is equal to 0.43 recurring, that's equivalent to 0.434343 ... And likewise, if 10x is equal to 4.34 recurring, that's equivalent to 4.343434 ... But now to change 0.43 recurring to a fraction, like we said before, we need to get rid of the recurring decimals. Ted does 10x take away x. Now let's think about what this means. If we have 10x take away x, we have 4.343434 ... take away 0.434343 ... We want to take a look at the recurring numbers. If we have something 0.3434 ... take away something 0.4343 ... you can see that we'll be left with some sort of remainder, because the column method would go on forever. What we wanted was for the recurring decimals to be equal, and let's see what we mean by that. If we have something 0.4343 take away something 0.4343, we'll have a perfect remainder of 0. And that's what we want in order to change 0.43 recurring to a fraction. If we have something like this, which is what Ted does, we'd end up with a remainder that we won't be able to solve, and so we won't be able to turn 0.43 recurring into a fraction unless we have two numbers whose recurring decimals will leave us with a remainder of 0. And so in order to evaluate Ted's method so far, we can say that Ted has not gotten rid of the recurring decimals. And so we get the 1 mark in this question for identifying this, allowing us to get the full mark needed in this question.